Travis here with GearChase, taking a look at another bike light today. We've got the Gloworm. This is the new XSV version 2. I literally just got this in the mail today, haven't even opened the box yet. So thought I'd do a quick unboxing, see what's inside. One cool thing about this Gloworm is that it has replaceable optics. So I assume that you just remove these screws and it's got different lenses that can be placed inside there. I'm guessing we'll find those inside the box here. There's the light itself. Feels pretty solid, not too heavy for the amount of lumens that this packs in it. It's rated at 3600 lumens. Excited to try this out. It's one of the highest tech lights out there that I've seen. It's got an app to adjust the different beams or the output on the settings. Again, the replaceable optics, just some cool new features that I haven't seen before in other bike lights. Looks like we've got the cables here. This is USB-C. And another USB-C. Looks like just two different lengths there. Nice little bag to hold on to the charger. This is a fast charger. Little thank you card from the founders with some getting it started instructions. Talks about pairing the Bluetooth remote to the light and how to operate the light. Inside this little bag are some different optical lenses that you can use to swap out to change the beam pattern. There are a lot of little different pieces inside this bag. These are the different lenses that you can put inside the bike light, but there's also some Allen keys, a USB-C converter. You can see the different pattern on these. One has some ridges that create a different pattern, spread the light out more. So there's basically two different types here. One is a smooth finish on it and one with the raised ridges. Right now just the center one has the raised ridges, but you could swap those out. It seems to throw the beam a little bit different direction. I like to try just rotating them 90 degrees, see how the beam pattern behaves when you do that. Here's some more small pieces. These are just O-rings and rubber gaskets to go around the charging plug. Also, these little screws are extra for swapping out those lenses if you were to lose one. Also a GoPro mount that you can swap out on the bottom. And then those USB-C and micro USB converters. So I like to just keep all those in a Ziploc bag. Also in the box, there are some additional GoPro mounts. This is the Bluetooth remote that can attach to your handlebar. Another handlebar mount for the light itself. It's got a quick release style, so you can easily take it on and off of different bikes. This is a strap to attach the battery to the frame, and a sticky GoPro mount, and some zip ties to secure it. Another piece of Velcro for attaching the light to a helmet. You can run it through one of these GoPro mounts or come up with your own solution using that. The battery's really sleek looking. I like the glass on top with the digital display. I also like that it's got the long, narrow shape to it. Some of the other batteries I've used, like the Light in Motion, theirs is a bigger circumference around the battery, so it's a little bit harder to fit in small packages, like small waist packs. It's not as big of a deal if you're wearing a big backpack. But here, trying out the GoPro mount, this is how I like to use it. The majority of the time, I just mount this to my helmet, and it's the only light that I run. I don't run one off the handlebars because this is so bright. The other option is to mount it to the handlebars, which that mount attaches to the side of the light with this screw. And then it can be adjusted forward and backwards, or just by adjusting it on the handlebars to cover the trail in front of you. When you're running the battery on the handlebars, there's this shorter cable to use where you can mount it to a top tube on the bike and then attach the light to the handlebars so that it doesn't get in the way. There's also a longer cable for use when mounting the light to your helmet. I'm going to try pairing this Bluetooth remote. It's got a couple of buttons there. So you just need to hold down these buttons to pair the light with the remote once the battery's turned on. So I'm getting this set up here, just turning on the battery by unplugging it, making sure the light's on and powered. So I see the backlight there. When it flashes blue, that means it's ready to pair, and then you just hold down the button. And when it turns green, it's been paired. Pretty easy. So pushing that top button turns the light on, but I did run into some issues where the light cycles up just fine. When I try to use the down button to turn it off or to cycle down, nothing happens. So I'm going to go through the pairing process again here because that bottom button's not working. It seems like something didn't get set up right. The up works just fine cycling through. So again, I unplug the light to reset the pairing. Wait for it to turn blue. Now I'm pairing the bottom first to see if that fixes the issue. Now the bottom's paired and it's working. The problem I ran into is now the top button wasn't working. So there seems to be some disconnect here. I'm going to install the app to try to control the light and make the adjustments to the output. So I just downloaded the Gloworm app from the Play Store. They have both Android and iPhone apps. And that's connecting via Bluetooth, just like the remote did. So I plugged the light in. It's flashing blue on the back, and now I'm searching for the light. Didn't work the first time, so I'm trying it again. Now see it shows phone on the display of the battery, and I can see the light after disconnecting and reconnecting the battery. Seemed to resolve the issue. So I'm pairing with the light now, and it will show up in the light list. And from here you can make adjustments to the outputs for the different levels. You can set up different light profiles. So you see the different levels there. I can go into each of those and adjust the output. You can also change if you want one of those to be flashing or not, and what style of flashing. So here you can create the light profile, just naming it something to remember. I guess this could come in handy if you had multiple lights or different writing styles, if you had used the light for road cycling versus mountain biking. So I'm just playing with the different flashing styles and the outputs here. You can see how quickly it changes those on the light and what the styles are. Pretty cool app, and nice to be able to adjust those features. I ride an e-bike from time to time, and it's nice to be able to adjust the output, how much the bike's helping you. So it's a similar process for adjusting the output of how much light you might need. For example, when I'm pedaling uphill, I like to conserve my battery power on my light, and so I keep it pretty dim, just enough to see the trail and stay on it. But when I'm coming down, I like it full power, so I can make those adjustments to the different levels on the light. You can also check the battery power on the light as well from the app. Here's what the light looks like mounted on top of the helmet. Stores away easy in a fanny pack. Just going to show some of the writing I did with the light. Here it is on low, medium, and high. It's about dusk right here, so you can see the sky still light and just how bright the light is riding by. I wanted to give an example of how well the light lights up the trail at dusk. Here you can see it's getting darker. just showing off how bright the light is and how much it lights up around the corners when you're making these turns. Here it is on low power, going through some coverage. You can see even on low power, it does a pretty good job of lighting up the trail. On medium power, you're really starting to see that hot spot in the middle starting to show up. It still offers a good throw of the light. One reason I like to mount the light to the helmet, you can see as I go around the corners here, my head's looking in that direction, it lights up the trail in front of me. If that light were on my handlebars, it would be a lot different trying to light that up. So here it is on high power. You can see in some instances it almost washes out the trail where the trail is dry and lit up. But it really creates that tunnel effect. I'm going to be trying out the different optic lenses. With the light on high power, I feel like I don't really need to slow down at all. I can ride pretty much the same speed that I'm comfortable with during the daytime. Here you can see the hot spot of the light as I'm looking off to the side of the trail through the trees. Give you an idea of the formation of the light matter. Now I'm checking the battery here. It's shown how much time and percentage is left through the different levels of light as I switch through them. Off to the left, you can see the fall off of the light. There's quite a steep decline, and the light doesn't really carry over there. I really love riding at night. It shows off a whole different aspect of riding. You see all sorts of different wildlife and creatures that don't come out during the day. This is a really tight switchback section. You can see again how the light mounted to my helmet helps as I go around those corners to light up the trail. Thanks for watching. You can see just how powerful this light is as I ride away through the darkness. If you're looking for a bright, powerful, highly technical mountain bike light, be sure to check out this Gloworm.